to be able to finish that one off.
Yeah, no, that was great. He was, in all the right spots, and he's been working like that since he's been back. So a lot of hard work and determination, and he's still doing the job that him and Dickinson's line have been doing, since he's been back, and even before that, obviously with Nick on that line. But their primary job is to do a great job against the other team's top lines, and they do that, and they're providing offense. So that's great double duty.
With Bedard, he said he was starting to feel a little frustrated because it wasn't going in. Were you sensing that with him?
Yeah, a little bit. Just normal. And, for any hockey player, but a young guy that's used to having so much success. And he was still getting great looks, but, he hit a crossbar and a post last game and maybe missed one. And even tonight, he missed one or two other ones. I think there was one in the second period that just glazed by the top right-hand corner. And obviously the 2-on-1 with Blackwell in the third, he could have easily got another one there. So I'm really happy he had a little success tonight. He's probably thinking it's not enough, but we're happy for him. And and even at the end again, when I don't know if the goalie was out yet, but great decision in the neutral zone to dump a puck halfway through a shift and stay above the play, and learning to play with the lead and let the other team make a mistake, and then you can always capitalize on that.
These two games against Arizona, kind of the whole offense has kind of gotten going. How impactful has this been just to get some of that production?
Yeah, I wasn't sure in the first period if it would be. I didn't think that was our best period, but I thought we found our legs and we really got going after they scored that first shift in the second period. And a lot of determination by the guys, so it's really good on them after playing and traveling. It's not easy, but every team does it, and you got to be prepared to do that. And I thought they showed some real good resilience as a team, and I think we didn't implode and start yelling and slamming doors on the bench. I think we just got down to business and got it done. It just happened to be maybe the Arizona Coyotes both times, but I think we can play well against them. I thought we really showed that in their rink. I thought we skated well and checked them well. And but they're a team that's kind of in a situation close to ours, and they've made a couple moves at the deadline. So sometimes teams have to have some adjustments on that. And I thought we stuck with it, I think, a little bit longer than they did tonight.
Did you give Bedard some playful ribbing about missing that hat trick?
I didn't. I think Blackwell did. I didn't. So he's got a good sense of humor. I think he knows that. He's creative, and he's going to create those opportunities for himself. Maybe not on a nightly basis in this league, but almost, right? So I think he's pretty confident he'll have another shot at it, and so are we.
Do you kind of just marvel at the way he scores goals? One that was kind of like a lucky one, and then the toe drag.
Yeah, no, that was really nice, and that's I've seen him do that on that side of the ice. So I know 5-on-3, but even on 5-on-4, I saw him do that a couple times now, where it gets stale on the one-timer side. He'll roll around with Seth and come around onto his offensive or his forehand side, and he has the ability to kind of push it and shoot it and pull it and shoot it. So it kind of freezes defenders, and they're kind of more of a screen on the goalie than anything. So he's good at that, and he finds those little cracks. And I think last game I mentioned, like, he had one timer that was blocked, but doing that every once in a while is going to throw a wrench into people that are defending him, and it's going to make them have to honor that, and it freezes them and allows him. He's very slick and slinky. He kind of moves by them and can find those cracks for the shot. If he doesn't take the one timer, he's got the ability to kind of control the downswing, stop it, and then push the puck either way and shoot it, and that throws the goalie off because the goalie has to move again as well.
How impressive has it been to see Blackwell's growth from where he was, months ago, dealing with the recovery process?
Yeah, I know he was frustrated at the beginning of the year that it was coming along slowly, but he's a guy that he's like a little muscle ball. Like, he's built. He's always in the gym. He's working on his body all the time to be a 100% pro all the time, and he's doing a great job at it. He's a good mentor for the younger guys, how he looks after himself, and he's not afraid to tell the other guys to get in there too with him. He's got that personality, so that's great, and it's good to see him have some success. And you know what? It's all determination from him. We can't do anything, but we provide him the opportunity, and he made the most of it.
Did you sense that he didn't want to be traded? He sounded like maybe it was to stay here.
I think he's really enjoying the success that line has had. And you don't always, you can say you bring in a guy for a certain role, but when you find like a really good chemistry between 2 or 3 guys, or a defense pairing, or a power play unit, I think they really understand that there's a special connection there, and they're making the most of it. And if he goes off on his own somewhere, or one of the other guys on the line goes off on their own somewhere, that might not be the same. So I think you realize when there's something really good in hockey, it's not going to last forever, but you want to, if you're having success, why not stick with it as long as you can? And I think that's what he's probably going to enjoy for the rest of the year.
You got a new guy coming in the organization now with Slaggert. Have you guys talked about how you want to face him?
No, I think we're going to get him in Tuesday. He'll be here for the morning skate. He won't play Tuesday because we want to spend some time and show him some clips of how we play and how we want him to play and fit in. And maybe by the end of the week, for sure. I think we have either LA or San Jose coming up, or both. We'll look at that, and it all depends on injuries too, right? We might need him before that, but I think we're okay for next game. So give us a little time to get with him, and a lot of information for 2 days for a young guy coming in. He's going to be excited, so we just want to give him a chance to get his feet in a few practices here, and then I think we have 2 days after the next game, so that'll give us some time to settle him in, and then try and get him into a game or 2 and see how he does.
Not too long ago, you said after one of Blackwell's games, the ref skated over to you and said to calm him down. Anything like that tonight after the game that he had?
Oh, it's every night for sure. Yeah, he was defending one of his teammates. I think Vlasic took a high stick in the second period on the head, and it might have been accidental, but it was kind of rough. And so Vlasic was kind of a little upset and took a run at the guy and came to the bench and said something to the referee. So the referee kind of came over and Blackie blasted him. For sure. He said it was like a baseball bat to his head or something like that. He gets a little revved up, and the ref was kind of not sure where he's coming from, but it gives us entertainment. We thought it was pretty funny. Again, he didn't get in trouble for it. He's the only one that can get away with it.
Did the guys feed off of that?
I think so. I think they get revved up, and sometimes someone either Kinger or one of the players will be like, "Hey, settle down." And, he gets kicking the boards and snapping and getting all red in the face. So, it gives us a little bit of a chuckle and a charge. And you know what? He's able to use that. Some players can't do that. It gets them off their game. I think he takes that and that elevates his spark on the ice, and he's able to do that. So some guys are able to do that, and they play better all fired up.
What happened defensively on that second goal by Keller, and is that what sparked the rally?
The one I'm trying
right
to
off the face-off.
Oh, second period?
Yeah,
First?
the second period, 33 seconds.
That's obviously Connor Bedard's guy. We expect our D to pinch up and our 2 guys press, and he was there originally, and the puck almost got stalled for a half second, so he stalled, and Keller didn't. Keller took a chance and kept going, and if that puck squirted the other way, Connor's gone the other way on the same thing, and it just the way the puck bounced out of there. Connor just stopped, which we try and tell the players to be underneath the puck, but his man was Keller. It's like he's above the middle guy, and he just slowed down for a minute, and Keller kept going, and they got the puck to him. So it's his guy, but we understand what happened there, and he's got to do a better job of that, and the puck will come to him if he's there above Keller. So it's just a mistake, but he obviously elevated his game and made up for it big time.
Later in that second period, Ryan Donato, I remember, had a hit in the offensive zone on J.J. Moser, and it was the first time I really heard the crowd in the game. Did you think that kind of got the team going on that second period?
I thought Ryan was excellent tonight. I think last game too, he's been skating, on the forecheck, turning pucks over. He's been great, and I'm glad he had some success tonight too, because I think he's used to scoring a little bit more, and I think tonight was one of his better games, or even the last week has been really good for him. So I agree, that forecheck was great. He finished off with a big hit, and we heard the crowd too, so that lifts the bench too, for sure. Everybody's happy for him, and it's just a little thing in the game, but it's not there's not as many big hits in the game anymore like there is like that, so it can change a bit of a tune in the game. And it was clean hit. No one came over and gave him a push for anything. It was just part of the game, and we benefited from that as well.
Good. At the second intermission, there have been 20 shot attempts by defensemen. I'm not sure what the final total was, but is that a part of the game plan tonight for them to throw more pucks at the net?
Yeah, no, for sure, and it has been for a while. It's not just against Arizona. I think, just we're trying to work the puck low, and if we can, we'd love to get it to the net. And there was one time Connor, I think, drove the net out of the corner in the first period and almost tucked one in. But if it's not there, a lot of teams collapse, and if you can go low to high, and we're trying to promote the Ds if they're on their forehand to shoot right away before people get in your lane. And I thought in the second period we had a couple of really nice shot tips that the goalie had to make a save off of from the slot, and that's going to just benefit us even more, because if we can spread them out even more, maybe our 3 forwards down low can pick them apart a little bit as well.
Soderblom had another big slide save. What do you think of his night overall?
Yeah, that's what he's really good at. I think at the beginning of the year against Toronto, that's why we played him against Toronto. They're so good at their low plays down low around the net, and he had obviously success against them. I don't know. I just hope these 2 games really give him the confidence that he showed earlier in the year. And I think he fought right to the end. There could have been another goal at the end, and he made a couple of really big saves and kept it at 7-4, which is great. It's good. He takes pride in his numbers and goals against, and I think we should too. And we should probably be better in front of him at that point. But I thought that was good. I thought he was dialed right in. He's almost like closed the door. They were getting one more, and I like that attitude.
We all silly like the mayor.